And amid Delhi's battle with pollution over the years, CAG report on pollution to be tabled in the Assembly. It will be done, of course, by the Chief Minister Rekha Gupta. She will be tabling the CAG report tomorrow. In fact, if you remember, she's already presented 3 CAG reports so far. She's presented reports on DTC, health and policy. She's said that one of the things that her government is doing is highlighting the misdoings, the wrongdoings of the previous government. And now it's time for the pollution CAG report to be tabled in the House as well. My colleague Kritika joins us on the broadcast to get us more details on this. Kritika, we've seen how the BJP has, of course, claimed to expose the wrongdoings of the Aam Aadmi Party government by these CAG reports on multiple occasions, now 3 occasions to be precise. And now on pollution, there will be a CAG report. And once again, the focus will be on the Aam Aadmi Party, their expenditures and also their failures to control pollution in the national capital.
Well, absolutely, Ashish. In fact, what we know of this particular report on vehicular emissions in the national capital that will be presented, the CAG report that will be tabled in the Assembly session tomorrow, is also concerning because it has already laid out, from what we know from our sources, discussions on the inadequacies of the continuous air quality monitoring system. The different observatory setups that have been set up that capture the AQI of particular data, what is being said is that the standards are not as per the Central Pollution Control Body, and that is why inadequate reading of AQI might also be taking place at multiple stations. Another finding of the CAG report that will be tabled tomorrow pertains to, in fact, how a number of pollution under control certificates were distributed in the national capital in a dicey manner. Vehicles that are also emitting carbon monoxide and other emissions that are prohibited have also been cleared. There is definitely bugs in the system, which the CAG report has also found out, and this is what we were learning from our sources as well. In fact, the funds that were supposed to be distributed for designated parking spaces, the utilization of it, there is not much clarity that CAG in its audit for the year ending 2021 could find. In fact, what that also means is, remember, today as well, the national capital is dealing with traffic congestion at multiple points. There is haphazard parking, which again leads to more congestion, more snarls on choke points in the road. And that again leads to more emissions because of virtue of cars being on roads for longer, being on idle for longer. And these are systematic issues that again and again we have been raising up on Mirror Now as well, especially when the AQI crosses the 300 mark. And tomorrow in the CAG report also instances, the funds as well as the inadequacies that exist in the system will be laid out. But as we say this, remember, tomorrow is also the deadline of the new government, of the BJP-led government, announcing more measures that were supposed to come in as far as vehicular pollution is concerned. Refueling of old age vehicles was supposed to be banned. However, currently what we're learning from our sources is that the mechanism in place is still not in place to prohibit refueling. So definitely both the new government is also lacking as far as fighting vehicular emissions is concerned. Over to you.
Absolutely, Kritika. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast. They will, of course, see a massive showdown over pollution in the House now once the BJP, of course, tables the CAG report on pollution, which will, of course, highlight the spending of the Aam Aadmi Party, the work that they have done to counter pollution over the last 10 years.